the most tragic of switch-ups. The uke-semes have flipped spots.
Ooh, Yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk to you about Volume 7 of Love Stage by Eiki Eiki and Taishi Zaou. I'll read the back and we shall delve into the nitty-gritty. In an attempt to hide from his stalker, Izumi moves in with Ryoma. The two enjoy home-cooked meals, baths together, and steamy action between the sheets. It looks like smooth sailing for these two. That is until Izumi decides that he wants to top Ryoma. Freaked out and unsure what to think, Ryoma beats a speedy retreat. Separated, the two give serious thought to what it means for a man to love another man. Could this spell the end for this showbiz couple? Final volume. It's rated M for mature. It's published by Sublime Manga or Sakura Comics CLDX. So let's talk about this. It opens up with one of my favorite pieces of colored art, which is this little bad boy. I love this. I think it's so sweet. It shows all the couples and all the people pairing, and I loved it. I love it. Because it also gives some foreshadowing. And then it has the title cover page thing. And it goes from there. So it gives us a flashback explaining the previous volumes, what's happened. And the art style in this has stayed so consistent. I'm not really going to talk about it. It's gorgeous as always. Very expressive. And I just love it. It reminds me of the very modern kind of shonenai looking mangas. So people are androgynous. There isn't quite a huge delineation besides people are tall or they're short, depending on who you are and what you do. So let's talk about plot. It opens up with the flashbacks. The flashbacks remind us of the previous volumes, explaining what's exactly happened and about the stalker that's been following Izumi around. So he moves in with Ryoma. It does what the back says. They talk about Izumi topping Ryoma. And they have issues. Ryoma starts to avoid Izumi. Izumi is very insecure about it and can't figure out why it's a big issue. Because for him, he fell in love with Ryoma. And Ryoma isn't sure if he fell in love with Izumi because of Izumi. Or is it because Izumi kind of looks like a woman? So it's a very interesting kind of concept. As a Westerner, I don't quite see that as a thing here in Western society. It isn't something I've ever personally dealt with. Usually I love my partner for my partner. I don't usually care about the gender. It's just my partner is my partner. I love them. So it's not a thing for me, but I'm guessing maybe it's just a cultural difference, or maybe I'm just ignorant to that. The plot also thickens, because once Ryoma runs away, Izumi's left alone, and the stalker becomes more invasive. He starts to... Oh, well, he breaks into a dressing room, and he destroys Ryoma's costumes. Then at a fitting for new costumes, he gets molested and grabbed. And then, well, by the stalker. And if you're very intuitive, you know immediately who the stalker is and exactly what's going on. And it's not surprising. It's really isn't. They kind of foreshadowed it really well, that the second you saw this individual after it happened, you were like, I've got my finger on you. So that situation gets resolved. It's not really a surprise, at least it wasn't to me, but for some people it probably will be. I just watched lots of CSI and Sherlock Holmes kind of series. Let's see. And then it gives us a cute short where we see the uke-seme switch, and to be honest, it was fairly well drawn out. It is fluffed, so you'll see like him holding it like this, and it's just a great outline of what's supposed to be there, no detailing really in it. So that's a thing. Let's see. And there's a wedding in here. I'm not going to tell you whose, but there's a wedding. I like weddings. And this one was really unexpected. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the authors afterwards. The author, the scriptwriter, I think it's Eiki Eiki, he said that, or they said, that there will be maybe a couple side volumes with other couples that they've introduced. And I'm very excited. I want to see where those go, which means I'm going to be stalking to see when this comes out. And I hope it's not just a digital copy, because I really want to review it for you guys. The next thing I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should bring up. This volume, in a lot of ways, felt really rapey. That's the one note I do have to give it. It was really rapey. It was definitely M for mature. It was definitely 18+, so that's something to bear in mind. I wouldn't necessarily let somebody that was 16 or under read this, but around 16, 17, I think it would be okay. So, yeah. If you guys have ever read this series before, let me know. As far as overall, though, get this. It's worth it. It's a fun read. It's all out, and you can order it through Sublime, or get it at Yaoi like I do, and then you get, I think, a volume free or $10 off or something. But it's worth it. It really is. So yeah, if you guys have read this before, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on it, and let me know what series I should read next. I kind of have my lineup figured out, but I'd like to know what you guys think. So yeah, give me a like, a favorite, subscribe, and share this with a friend who likes yaoi, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Do you like what you see? Then... subscribe!